My name is Victoria, and I've been living with MS for 10 years. Throughout my time as an MS patient, I've learned having a good relationship with your doctor can make a huge difference. I'm here to help you strengthen that relationship or know when it's time to find a second opinion. From the beginning, it is important that you feel comfortable being open and honest with your doctor. So, how can that be accomplished? Build confidence outside of your appointment. This means educating yourself about your diagnosis on your own terms so that you don't have to do all the heavy lifting during your appointment. Remind yourself of the roles you and your doctor play. The doctor is not the boss. You are the boss, and you can hire and fire your doctor as you see fit. Find a doctor that you can relate to. For me, that was finding a Black female neurologist. She allowed me to feel calm and supported from the beginning, so I was always comfortable being open with her about my concerns. A huge part of being open with your doctor is being able to accurately describe your feelings and symptoms. When you are first diagnosed, descriptor words can be hard to find, and your feelings and symptoms can be challenging to frame. Be aware. In the beginning, it might be hard to separate your emotions from what you're reading. Give it time. Give yourself grace and create space to feel all the emotions this diagnosis might bring. When you are ready to find the words to describe how you feel, Google can be a great place to start. You will be surprised what you can uncover just by Googling words to describe or synonyms for. Also, know that you are not the only one experiencing these symptoms and feelings. Once I came to a point where I could immerse myself in the MS community, it gave me words I didn't have before to describe how I felt. In my support group, I had all the time in the world to figure out what this feels like, which helped me save crucial time during my doctor's appointments. Even after all the work you've done to confidently communicate with your doctor, there might be warning signs that you're not being heard. As a Black person, you do not have the luxury of being uninformed. Historically, underserved communities have been left behind or left out of the narrative, which can lead to worsened outcomes. Knowing this gives you armor. You don't know if you're being disrespected unless you know what that looks like. So, what does being disrespected look like? Gaslighting. Blaming a patient's symptoms on psychological factors or denying them entirely. It's most common for patients with chronic illnesses, particularly those that disproportionately affect women. An example of this might be you share with your doctor that you're struggling with falling asleep, and they respond with, "You're just stressed due to your marriage or your relationship." Acting on biases. Some people believe that Black people have a higher pain tolerance. Also, it was previously thought that MS was much less prevalent in Black people, which of course is untrue. Not honoring your rights as a patient. This means if someone denies you a treatment, that needs to be recorded. You should always have access to your medical records. So, have you felt disrespected or dismissed? It's probably time for a second opinion. If you feel like you're being disrespected or unheard, know that you are not limited to one doctor. You have choices. You don't have to ask for the option to get a second opinion. Give yourself permission and just go. Would you ask your mechanic if you're allowed to get a second opinion? No. If you are feeling doubtful, you would simply find someone else. Your health should be no different. Finding a doctor of color is a great place to start. If finding another doctor is not feasible, know that a fellow peer can be just as helpful. The simple act of relaying your story to someone else that you trust might uncover insight into how you are being treated. You are the boss of your healthcare. It's crucial you have the right team to work with you.